Good evening, my lush babies. Let's get this night started.
Three, two, one.
Are you ready, baby?
We can just chill if you want to. We can pop a pill if you want to. You can bust a whip if you want to. We can take a trip if you want to. We can get it in if you want to. Do it all again if you want to. If I bring a friend, what you gon' do? We can talk about it when you gone. Come through, come through, come through. Come through, come through. We can talk about it when you come. We can talk about it when you come.
Welcome to Black Girl Radio.
Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling, are you having another nightmare?
No, I
There, sweetheart.
somebody hit me.
It's all right, darling. I'm here now.
Wake y'all asses up. Did you have another nightmare? Somebody hit me. That will never get old. Excuse my voice. I am experiencing some raspiness. I think it might have had something to do with last night. I was kind of like, my voice was elevated for like 90% of that live that I did. And I just woke up and I was like, ew. Like, I sound hella crazy. Make some bacon bark. So, tonight, happy Friday to everyone that has joined us or will join us. Tonight is a lush game night. It's been a while, so I was like, I want to just kick back, chill, have fun, and do some little quiz game or our favorite Would You Rather game. Good evening, my sis. How are you? I am learning how to navigate this new way of doing this. Like, put in the comments up. I'm getting better. Um, it's a trial and error. The good thing is that I'm not like extremely messed up to where I wouldn't be able to see any of this, and I would not be able to put any of these comments up. We definitely had fun last night. I love when we can just kick back, chill, and just talk about anything. I was originally going to throw that live away last night, but I think it was after you guys. Oh, I think my bark is done. I think it was after you guys got all tired and stuff. I just powered up. I don't know what was wrong with me. I wasn't tired. I had so much energy, and I just started talking like more crap, or at least I thought it was done. Hold up. Don't you laugh at me. Don't you dare laugh. Oh no, see, I'm wrong. It's not. So it has to be better than this. It has to be crispier. So what? What's that? It's not done. Okay. Which one? Too late. Give it like 5 minutes. It'll be ready. But yeah, I must have really stressed out my vocal cords because I was super raspy earlier. It's a little bit better now. Now I don't have to like rush with dinner because I'll just fucking come live while I'm making dinner. I don't care anymore. It gives me so much to do. I'm sorry, I'm just turning something over. Okay, and now I'm putting it back in the oven and we can get started. Okay. So I have 20 questions. You guys know how this is done. Um, I do anywhere between 20 and 30 questions. No, don't do that. It's awesome lies. Of course I'm not. It's what I'm doing is I'm no, not that live. It's another live. I am clipping I'm clipping parts out of it, but it's gonna stay up. But I'm still gonna clip certain things out of it. I'm not touching last night's live. It's up. It's a wrap. Um, so yeah, normally how this is I do anywhere from 20 to 30 reels. I'll either do general questions that have multiple choice answers or general questions that do not have multiple choice answers. I'll have a subject sometimes, like a subject will be food, or a subject will be animals, or states, or something like that. It's real simple. Technically, if you were drinking or if you were, buzzed, we even have like questions that are super funny and out of this world. There's no funny questions here. This is just straight like general knowledge of certain things. It's not hard. It's like a grade level, like grade school level questions or whatever. So sis, are you ready? So let's begin. The first question. Name the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy. A. Photosynthesis. B. Transpiration. C. Illumination. And you could put in the comments, excuse me, put in the comments the letter of the answer. You don't have to write the entire answer out. That would be ridiculous. You are correct, sis. It is A, photosynthesis. See, pretty easy. We learned this in like elementary school. Hold on, I have to check on something. Sir, There you are. Hold up. Damn, why did I push that so far back? Am I trying to burn myself? Mm. Yeah, that's good. Thank God I am done with that and I don't have to come back and forth. Okay, so the next question. What is the name of this fruit? A, dragon fruit, B, mango, or C, pineapple? When I saw this picture at first, I was like, what? This isn't fruit. These are potatoes. These are skinned potatoes. So, like you said, a dragon fruit. So, Leggett, I'm gonna keep up with your right answers. So, you got this one wrong. It's a mango. You can't see that it's a mango, sis. You know what gives it away? It's the green. There's like three of them that are green, and then there's one in the right upper corner that kind of looks a little orange or like it's turning a little red. That's how you can tell they're mangoes. They're spherical but oddly spherical shaped. A dragon fruit I think is pink. So let's go to the next one. I mean, that was kind of hard because I thought it was potatoes. I was like, that's not fruit, that's potatoes right there. So the next one, what animal is this? A, koala, B, kangaroo, C, giant panda. What in the world is a giant panda? I thought they just have regular pandas. The babies are small. And then they have what they call the red panda. What the hell is a giant panda? Oh, wow. It looks like dragon fruit by the two dots. Legged. That. So Leggett said A. Hold on, let me see if you guys can hear me. Yeah, okay. My thing is moving. Let me 7:30. And the correct answer is A, just so you know. I have to grab something. Okay, so the next question. Why can't I see up there? Which of the following is not a primary color? A, red, B, orange, C, blue. My apologies. Come on, Blanket. Oh, you wrote it out. B, sis, this stumped me, babe. You're correct. The answer is B. Orange is not a primary color. You have to mix two colors to make it. So you're doing good, Legged. Look, this water I just had was cold. Let me see if I have to transfer. I do. Sorry, this will only take 2 minutes. Oh, wait a minute. This is so much. Okay, so let's go while I'm doing this. Let's go to the next one. What is the most populated country in the world? A, China, B, India, C, the United States. Go ahead, mommy. Yes. You said C, maybe? Well, the answer is definitely not C. The answer is B, India. You know, that's a large piece of land over there. Okay, I'll just leave these here. Just put this right here. Okay, can I finally sit down? Yes, I can. So the next question. What brand's logo is this? Or it says, which car brand does this logo belong to? It's okay, you know, when I looked at these, there was a few that I got wrong my damn self. And the place where I got the questions from, they got one wrong. And it's crazy because it was a medical question and I knew that it was wrong. I scratched my head real hard, like, hold on. I know that's not right. Then I went to the comment section and I saw that people were correcting them and they corrected themselves. So I was like, yeah, get that right. Don't have me up here looking stupid. You're absolutely right, sis. It is B, Toyota. One of my very first cars, well, my first car, period, that was mine, like mine. It was bought for me when I was 14. It was a Toyota. But right after that, like months after that, I bought my own car, and that was a Lexus. But the very first car that I drove, that I was driving to school, when I ain't gonna lie to y'all, when I wasn't supposed to be, was a Saab. I don't know if you guys know what a Saab is, but that's the car that my mother had. My mother had a Saab, and my dad had a Benz. Yes, go ahead. Next question. What is the name of this vegetable? I laughed so hard at this question. I was like, I didn't want to say it, but I was like, this question right here, it could stump somebody, of a certain background. I see this question stumping somebody of a certain background. But it's not stumping my sis because we are country. It most definitely is a sis. We definitely know better. So we have question 8. Go take this down so I can see. What is the name of the galaxy that Earth is a part of? I got this one wrong for sure. A. Orion. B. Milky Way. C. Andromeda or Andromeda. It depends on how you pronounce it. This one is crazy. Like it sparked a question for me. Um Wait, what are you talking about? This is it. Hold on. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Hello? Not you guys. I'm sorry. My apologies. Oh lordy, I'm gonna say B. Oh yeah, I was talking to my daughter. She wasn't listening to me. Okay, so you said that the answer is B, sis, and you are correct. It is B, Milky Way. Here is my question. So when you look up in the sky, you can see the cluster of stars that form the aka Milky Way. Same thing with Orion's belt. You can see the stars that forms the cluster that is known as Orion's belt. Now, I understand that Orion is a constellation. Um, and I thought it was, well, I found out about it because I did my research or whatever when it was mentioned on MIB that Orion was indeed a galaxy. But I'm just confused on how can we see these things. Galaxies are huge. Um, Andromeda is very far away. Well, it's supposed to be. You guys know how I feel about this stuff. It is supposed to be so far away that we never seen it. We don't, know like per se with our naked eye how it is formed or how it looks, but we do have like some composites. We have some pictures of how it is supposed to look. So I'm just confused with the fact that if it's so spaced out, okay, there's something. on here. There's videos on here. I when I got this together, it was so much other stuff that I was doing, so I couldn't like pull up these references that I need when I make my point here. But they they have videos of people who do they scale down like what am I talking about? Hold on, how am I saying this? They have scaled down versions of large things. Like there's these guys that make the planets, and the way that they put the cinematography together, they show you like the size of the planets, like with AI in the solar system, and then they scale it down to like how it would look in the sky, and then they scale it down to how it would look if it was in the atmosphere, like if it was on like the Golden Gate Bridge, or if it was in like a river or something. Like they'll scale it down again to where the the planet is like on a road, and then they'll scale it down. Oh, I think my baby is here. They'll scale it down another size to where you're just seeing like the planet. Then they'll scale it down again to where you start to see how the chemical makeup of the planet. And it's just so cool how it starts off so big and then they scale it all the way down to micro size. I love those types of videos. And just my thing is when you look at those videos, it will show you like the gravity of things. It will show you how huge a galaxy actually is, and how all of the things that we know that we've heard of is inside of this galaxy, and that still is not the whole galaxy. Like there's still hundreds of thousands of light years of space in between the last thing that they found that they told you about to in proximity to where we are. Is just, if you're a nerd, you're a little nerdy person, or you like science or whatever, I am not a believer in the Big Bang Theory, but I love watching that stuff. I love reading it. I am a really sciencey person. And when you're talking about like planets, specifically outer space planets and things like that, I'm really in tune with that. I'm not necessarily in tune how things are made, how things are put together. I'm talking about matter and atoms and things like that. I don't care about that. But when they tell their little sci-fi story of aka space, I'm really fascinated by that stuff. I really am. But how in the heck do we know about all these supposed galaxies if our galaxy is so huge? Just use common sense. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm just saying some of us use common sense. And when you do, you start to think like some of this stuff sounds like a bedtime story. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to like change anyone's mind on what their beliefs are. I'm just saying that it is super fascinating. It's like someone who's into Star Wars or the Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? Like watching things like that, it just gives you a rush. Or watching Stranger Things because you're into stuff like that. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me read what my sis said. That's a good name for that, sis. Orion's belt. She's a queen. I don't know what you're saying. My sister's beautiful with that name. um, so I had a ways back. I had products. You guys know this, but I used to sell certain products, and something that I was getting into when I used to sell my custom made wine glasses, my custom made champagne flutes, and things like that. Um, hold on. I stopped before I had to, turn it into an LLC and have my domain name. It's when you do stuff like that and you got so much other stuff going on, it's so difficult. But there's, little things that you can watch on YouTube that will teach you how to do that. That's how I even got into it. I was making lip glosses and, you know, different things, candles, stuff like that, soaps. So I had fun while I was doing that, but I really truly just did not have the time to do that. That really is for, people who they want to be entrepreneurs and they have all the time in the world to dedicate to that. I just did not. I was really into my studies for both of my careers, where I'm a learning coach with my children. You guys know that. And, with me going to school for nursing and all of that stuff, I had too much on my plate. So doing that for that time being was fun. It's just something I could not turn into a business permanently, or else I would have had to stop working. And truth be told, I make way more money, you know, doing my career. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep it real. Um, that other shit was like chump change to me. But anyway, that was number 8. Yeah, I know. I like watching that. It's so calming, isn't it? It is so calming. One of my favorite things now to watch, I like listening to certain sounds. It puts my mind at ease and it puts me to sleep. One thing that I like now is they have like these space quarters where it's like you're on a spaceship and this is like a bedroom, or you're in a bar or something on a spaceship and they have this big ass window where you can see like you're passing stars and little debris, little rocks. I love watching stuff like that before I go to sleep. I was not a Star Trek person. I wasn't a Trekkie at first. I became one though. I absolutely love Deep Space Nine. I know that that's not a lot of Trekkies' favorite, but I love Star Trek Deep Space Nine just because it really focused on showing you life on like a outer space station, you know what I mean? Or on a spaceship. Everything happened that way. There really wasn't like, let's go here and there. The original Star Trek, how they would beam down to the new worlds that they were, that they found, and stuff would be going on. It'd be so much action. They spent a lot of time on the ship in Deep Space Nine, so I loved watching that. And it used to always come on real late at night, right before I would go to sleep. I just fell in love with it. It was one of my favorites. You probably don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Like Star Trek, what the heck? So the next one, this is the one right here. This is the one right here that threw me for a loop. Whose deficiency is caused by anemia? Which is a weird way to word this question. A, iron. B, vitamin C. C, vitamin D. Yes, I like watching Star Trek as a kid. Yes, that and what is that? Danger, danger. Will Robinson. What is that? Lost in Space. Oh my God. I loved Lost in Space. Okay, you see how quickly you answer that? All of us medical personnel, we're gonna answer that right every single time. Why did the program where this came from? Why did they say that the answer was B? I was like, what? Vitamin C? That is totally incorrect. Where did you get, where did you get your answer from? It was so weird. So very weird. So the next question, Number 10. What was Twitter's original name? A. Tweet. I think that's supposed to be Tweet World. B. Bluebird. Or C. Twitter without the E. Twitter without the I and the E. I have never been a Twitter person. I don't like Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter. I don't like that social media platform. Never did. So I could care less about a tweet. It's blue. It's a bird. So I immediately was like, Bluebird. We medically inclined, sis. And I'd be a whiz at a lot, but I knew that. Of course, like, that's almost common knowledge now at this point. That's why I didn't understand why they got it wrong. That was so awkward. Let me see. Me either, but I'm going to say B. Okay, so your answer is B. See, and that's what I thought it was too. I said B. It's C. It's always been Twitter, but it originally did not have an I or an E. And I was like, I don't even care. That's so stupid to me anyway. Hella stupid, dude. Wow. Let's take this time, excuse me, to refill our drinks, fluff our pillows. We'll be back with the second half of the game right after these messages from Black Girl Radio.
Ooh, when we touch, I get this feeling. When you're not around, I feel so different. It's in your wall, feel somewhat exposed. It's so intense. Oh, yeah. You got me spinning like a record when you bring your pressure. Cause you're crazy, major. It's hard to let it go. So unique to flow when you take control. I know it ain't right for me to be thinking about loving you. I can't tell my heart how to be. Is it cheating? Cause I'm daydreaming. I'm daydreaming. I can't stop thinking about you. I close my eyes to be around you. Things about you make me want you. When I'm daydreaming. When I look into the mirror, I can't help but to catch a flashback. Body is starting to flinch. My system is on the go. I can't pretend. Yeah, you got me open for another round. It's drizzling and it's raining now. I'm so in need and I can't contain. Cause you're bringing out the best in me. Oh, oh, oh. I know it ain't right for me to be thinking about loving you. I can't tell my heart how to be. Is it cheating? Cause I'm daydreaming. Baby, can't stop thinking about you.
And we're back. Let's pick up where we left off. That silly Twitter question. So the next question: which country the Buddha was born? Hold up. I gotta see if my audio. Okay, it's still good. Great. It's so much stuff. It's so much stuff. Hold on. What happened? What are you guys doing? Okay, one more time. In which country was the Buddha born? A, India, B, China, or C, Nepal? The only reason why I knew this answer is because I studied a little about Buddhism. Good. No, baby, you're wrong. Good evening, West, my teddy bear. How are you, my love? I hope your evening is well. You and Leggin are both wrong. It is C, Nepal. What, little boy? Remember that song I showed you? No. Uh-huh. No, sir. You better not. Good evening, Cutting's Edge. And you are correct. It most definitely is Nepal. I would have said India as well if I hadn't done um, some research on it. I had to do like a paper. I'll say I had to do a paper. And I could pick whatever I wanted to talk about, and that's basically what I wanted to talk about. I feel like you can't really have conversations about religion unless you know the basics of most religions. People make up new religions every day. My husband's cousin made up his own religion. People are just weird. So of course I wanted to educate myself about the basics of certain, not all of them, certain religions. I'm not here all day to be trying to learn. Yo! I don't care. Jesus, your mama is live. My God. So let's go to the next question before these children burn my house down as I sit here asking trivia questions. Which is the hottest planet in the solar system? A, Mercury, B, Jupiter, my planet, my home planet, C, Venus. You point, you don't say. You guys don't get any points for that. But no, I lied to you guys. Um, Cutting Edge, you're smart. Oh, you know what? No, you're not. That was kind of mean. You know what? No, you're not. But no, the answer is C, Venus. Come on, you guys. Come on, you guys. Ju- Jupiter is, well, you know what? Jupiter's like acidy, but Venus is it's gassy. So you'll suffocate on both. But you guys know with all of those different gases, Venus would be the hottest one. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe that happened. Hold on, these children. That happened earlier. They're on my nightstand. That happened earlier. Remember I said something to you when you left? I'm just saying. I made sure that I got them. They're in good hands. Do not play with them because when you play with them, then they'll go all over the house. I would like to put them back where they belong. Okay? Let's have me thinking I'm smart. No, it's easy to say, Jupiter. And then I kind of messed you guys up because I was like, oh, this is my home planet and all of that stupid shit. So I kind of messed you guys up too. So it's my fault. I'll take all the blame. Okay? All of it is on me. But how stupid is that, you guys? Wait, what? Oh no. Oh no. But why are my children being naughty right now? I do not understand. Why are you guys being naughty? Okay, where was I? What were we talking about again? Oh, someone please explain to me how can Mercury be the first planet? Okay, but Venus is hotter. Like, what? How does that work? It's pretty hot here right now. I'm trying to figure out why is there thunderstorms, there's snow in certain places here right now. Why is like it 100 degrees here and our skin is already burning off here? Why is that? That is crazy. I don't understand this weather stuff. I am not a meteorologist. I don't get it. I really truly do not get it. So let's go to the next question. Since I did you guys dirty on that one, what city is also known as the City of Canals? A. Venice. B. Amsterdam. C. What the heck is that? Bruges? Bruges? However you say it. Okay? However you say it. Amsterdam, no, I think Venus is hot, really hot because it's thick atmosphere traps heat. Absolutely, all of the gases. Nothing can get through that. So if the core is already hot as hell, all of that heat is going to be trapped underneath that gas blanket. You're absolutely right. I at least love stuff about planets. You know what I mean? Wait a minute. Amsterdam. Amsterdam. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Isn't that the weed place? They're known for like smoking weed or something. I don't know if I can say that on here, but I think they are. It's in the top two places I love. My alarm keep going off, and it messed. My bad. I keep getting notifications and calls, and it is messing up my audio. Hold on 1 second. I hope my audio does not mess up while I silence my phone. Silence! No more interruptions. I'm sorry if I scream in you guys' ear. Okay, so yes, you like Belgium. I don't know how to say that word. When it comes to Europe, I don't care. Um, Belgium is a special place. It is. It really is. My friend, my friend wants me to come back like now. I just had a convo with him. I think I said this last night. I just had a convo with him, and I was like, I need a vacation. And he was like, the invitation is always open. And I'm like, also, just like that, I could just throw everything to the wind and say, I'm coming and you got me. And he's like, yeah, he's been said that. He always says that. He just wants somebody to be out there eating big ass pieces of red meat, which I don't do, and drinking beer, which is another thing I don't do. I've been there to Amsterdam. How is it? Is it like okay, so like when I think of certain places in Europe, I think of like Viking. I make up my own words here. You may notice it. Um, like remember during the Viking times, like that type of shit. That's what I get from it. Is it like that out there? Because I don't know. You've been there, Les? Yes, I have. I've been there. Um, I am the type of person who I want to get to know every place here in my country. I want to go to every single state before I go abroad. So I have been to Germany as well. And I was so scared because I had anxiety really bad at that time to explore. I feel like it was such a wasted trip. And one day I will go back and I will actually explore. I'm not in a rush to do that because I don't like stuff like that. When I go overseas and long ass like plane rides, it bothers me. So I have to really want to be in the mood, or I have to really like you, miss you if you're there, or like if I'm going on a trip with someone, I have to really be into your ass to do that with you, because I'm not like other people. I don't get excited about traveling over there. I start thinking about that movie Hostel. You guys remember that movie? I start thinking about going over there and I won't come back. It's too many stories of these young pretty girls that are going on vacation overseas and they asses is not coming back, okay? That type of shit scare me. I'd rather stay here. I can get my TV turned off right here in the good old USA. I don't need to go to somebody else's country. Obviously, it's known for the weed stuff, but there's so much more. The people are nice and welcoming and kind, nicest people in the world, in my opinion. And city is beautiful, so much to do. I don't. The good thing about like going there, I don't have to because my best friend. He loves going there, but my everywhere that my best friend goes in Europe, he's damn near been everywhere, but he always documents it. So, he talks to the people, he interviews them. They have, a good lunch or they have a good dinner. They all have drinks and stuff, and he's documenting all of this every step of the way. So I feel like I've been to these places through him, because in his spare time he does photography and cinematography. He's in the Navy, so he of course he does that on his spare time, but he really like loves stuff like that. So I'm happy I got him because now I don't have to go over there to experience any of that. Marijuana makes me trip out, so I don't give a damn about going to Amsterdam to smoke nothing. Okay, like I said, I'm scary. I'd rather be scared right on over here. It's enough to be scared of over here. I am trying to learn a group of languages. There's this guy on here. He knows every single language. I love watching his videos. I was like, damn, I want to pick up a new language. So I only learned the basics of um, French when I was in high school. Um, so I'm kind of doing that right now. I don't see the sexiness of the language. I just don't. One of my real good friends too, he was Haitian and they speak French and I don't know, it just wasn't sexy to me. So let's go on to the next reel. I'm always talking about stuff that's really unrelated. It'd be hella unrelated. Okay, where were we? Oh, you know what? I never gave you guys the answer. Leggin, you're absolutely right. It is a Venice. I mean, come on now. They have those little cute boats on the canals. I know what those boats are called. Let me stop being ghetto. Um, Gondolas. There we go. I took a gondola ride here. We have a little wannabe Venice canal at the Venetian. So I sat in a gondola ride. I would never do a real one because the water is too deep, but at least you can see the bottom of that water. Thank you, laughter, it heals the soul, Cutting Edge. The last time someone told me I was funny, I called her a bag of bitches. So, like, I'm the mean one. Everyone likes to call me the mean one. I don't remember saying anything that was funny when she said it. So yeah, that's why she got that treatment. But I can appreciate someone who loves humor. That's a really good trait to have. I'm so hungry. Just random thought. I'm so hungry. So the next reel is this question really truly doesn't make sense to me. In which city is in the US is Broadway located? I mean, like, is Broadway like a building? I know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it alone. A, Los Angeles. B, Chicago. C, New York City. I mean, it would have been nice if they would have said in which city does performers perform Broadway or do Broadway, or in which city can you go see a Broadway musical? Very easy. You're absolutely correct, Cutting Edge. A child would know the answer to this, yes. And then they did. They came in here and they pointed. Correct, my good sis. The way that they worded it, it was, I don't know. It was rough. It was hella rough. Next question. Oktoberfest in Germany is celebrated with what drink? A, wine. B, vodka. C, beer. You children are incorrect. You're still incorrect. No, you're still incorrect. Yes, that is correct. You are right, Cutting Edge. It is beer. They love their nasty beer. I just don't understand that. What's tasty about beer? I don't understand it. I'm so lost. Like, I want to know people who you can drink soda and you can drink beer, you can drink champagne, you can eat so much red sauce. Like you could just sit there in an Italian restaurant and just eat spaghetti and lasagna and all of that, and nothing happens to you. If I ate any of that shit in abundance, I would be messed up for the next 2 days. If I drunk even a quarter of a beer, I would be so jacked up. I wouldn't be able to sleep, or I would have nightmares. I would have nightmares when I finally went to sleep. I envy people who can do that. Beer is horse pee. Like I've had beer, lots of beer, lots of different brands of beer, but I'm just like, ugh, how can you, like, all that burping, all the belching and passing gas, and does that even happen to those people? I don't even think that happens to those people. They're so lucky that their stomachs are all together, and that there's no little Nicky in their stomach. There's no like little person with devil ears in their stomach, beating up the walls of your stomach and esophagus because you ate something that didn't agree with you. You eat like a cherry tomato, and next thing you know, it feels like somebody is doing kung fu in your damn stomach. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't know, because it's always been like that for me. Let's pass the gas. Absolutely not. I have trouble. I burping, passing gas. I have trouble doing that. So, more kudos to the people that do. But just remember, it's unhealthy to keep it in. You have to pass, okay? If you don't, then it gets trapped. It gets trapped inside of you. And if you've ever had trapped gas in your back, oh my God, it's the worst thing. Every time you move, it feels like someone is stabbing your ass. Every time you move. So it's better to let it out. If it's loud, you know what? Tell your homegirls or your homeboys, like, nigga, this is a part of life. Okay? We all do this. So, like, stop acting brand new. And just pray that it doesn't smell. Because if it smells, even if you said that shit to me, I'm going to talk bad about your ass. But it's best out. Okay? So let's all remember that. Remember to pass it on to the children. So let's go to the next one. This is a good one. Which country gifted the United States the Statue of Liberty? I know. A, France. B, United Kingdom. C, Canada. You know, this one is funny. Oh, you bringing back a bad memory for me when I didn't let it out. That's what I'm talking about. That happens. You like run a risk of it being so stinky when you hold it in, because it's going all in your. This is a nasty conversation. But yeah, it's going all in your bowels and stuff where stuff is already at. Okay, so the answer, of course, my loves, both of you guys are right. It's A, France. And France said that they want their damn statue back. They want it back. The Statue of Liberty is not the original form of the statue that France gifted us. It really was a black woman in chains, in bondage. You know, them youths, they didn't like that. So, they had to come up with a redesign. But yeah, I think the other one would have been just as awesome. I saw like a composite of it. No, I don't think it was a composite. I think it was the actual statue. I did see a composite too, but it was badass. Lush, I was this finance girl and about to do it. And no, no, that is horrible. But what's more horrible in that conversation is that you said that caused the date to be over. Is that what you said? It caused the whole date to be over, because if that's the case, she was a bougie ass bitch, and you did not need to talk to her. It's a part of life, okay? I was young, but was shameful. I learned the lesson. What was the lesson? The lesson was to hurt yourself by holding it in. That's a horrible lesson. You could have said, well, you know what? It could have came out without you trying. I don't know. Let me go back and read, because if you could help it, you could just walk, away from her, like, pass gas, or like let her know, like, oh my God, something in my stomach. It just feels like it's rumbling. I may have to pass gas. Don't judge me. Like, make it cute, because that's what I would have done. I would have been like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I gotta pass gas. I'm just gonna walk a little bit over here, you know? Like, be cute about it. You could have told her, like, in a cute way. She sure was. She was real, real, real fine too. Was embarrassing. I stuck up to Joy. Wait, you were inside and you made the whole place stink? Yeah, that's embarrassing. I can't lie. But that still isn't a reason to end the night. We all have. Say it, you guys. Say it. Say what I told your dad and what he said. We all have. We all have a booty. And my husband said, I don't want no booty. We all have an exit way. Okay? So it's gonna happen. When I first got my IBS, I was so scared to like sleep over anyone's house. I was so scared to get drunk and then be at the homie's house, and I gotta stay over there until the morning until I sober up so I can go home. I was so scared of that, because when you have IBS and we first develop it, you could be sleeping, you could just be passing gas. What do I look like waking up the next morning and everybody staring at me like, girl, last night you was cutting up? Like, that's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. No, no. I was about to, I'm not gonna repeat that. You lying. You lying. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You lying. Probably didn't help. I had drunk a lot of bourbon. Coke. Ew. Ew. And you ate some greasy ass smash burger too? Where did it come from? In there? Okay, you good. Yeah. You definitely was cutting up. Absolutely. Did your burger have cheese on it? It probably did. Yeah, that was foul, but not at. What did she do? Did she like? Did you bend in the wrong way? Because like as a woman, that happens to us when we bend in the wrong way. It had the works. Oh, onions and everything. Oh, wait a minute. You wait a minute. Did you take her out to eat? If you took her out to eat and that's where you guys ate, then that's your fault. I blame you. You got what you deserve. You can't take her to, you can't like eat greasy ass food in front of her. Now we need in public. Said I had to. You know what? It would have came out later. Honestly, in the real bad position. It would have came out then. So she was done. She was like, I'm cool. Like, have a good day. Was it really like that? That is crazy. That is so crazy. No, long story short, I was out clubbing partying at the end of the night. Went to get some food, and I saw this fat ass girl making eyes, and I got dared to ask her number. I mean, well, okay, so that was your fault then, because you could have waited, and you could have been like tomorrow. See, that's your fault because you should have used the Heisman tool on her, but you did it. That's why you farted around her. I don't think I would say she was out of my league, like absolute stunner. And then I messaged her later that same night. She told me to come through. I did. What if the Lord was saving you from something? What if something was seriously wrong with her and the Lord just put wind in you? That could happen. That's actually a blessing, okay? Because she could have been crazy. She could have keyed up your car, she could have cut up some of your clothes later on down the line, put bleach on them. Probably saved you a whole little wardrobe. Worst thing was I was holding it in for ages. So wait a minute. So when you finally let it go, it hurt too, didn't it? She said too much. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Imagine. Imagine if you did that. Let me show you how dangerous that was what you did. It was so dangerous. Just imagine if you would have held it that long and when you finally let it go, you kind of did number two on yourself. So you really need to be happy. You should be very happy. It was not like that. Let's see, because I had a long walk back to the crib. Oh, and it was cold. See, well, that's what you get because you could have waited. You could have went outside and did it. Yes, guys, this was when I was like, yeah. Okay, so you're a seasoned man. You're an older gentleman. They fart too without knowing it. Why do I have all of these like thoughts in my head? I'm not older. You mean like I'm not a senior? I'm not a senior citizen. Like this is when you was like, okay, he said 20s, so you're like in your 30s, dude. That's not older. Okay, that is not older at all. 20s, 30s, who cares? Same shit. Same shit. Some of our bones tweak and some of ours don't. Same shit. No. I'm in my 20s. Wait, what? You're in your 20s? No way. You just said this happened in your early 20s, like what? When you're like 21 and now you're 26, so now that you're old now, you're an old man now? You're able to be like, I'm an old geezer. Uh-huh. It's a lot of people on here who do that though. They talk about people who are like they literally talk about people who are 40. Someone who's 40 and their ass is 37. And I'm like, wait a minute, you just called me old. I'm 40. But your ass is 37 and you don't think you're old? No, I'm not old. Like, you got more gray hair than I do. You walking around here like somebody pop off. Like, it's just crazy. It really is. This happened at 21. I'm in my late 20s. That does not, no, that does not count. That does not constitute what you're talking about. That does not count. If you're 21 and you're 29, you are still young. You're a young person. Okay? You're very, very young. You don't rush the oldness, okay? It's a lot that comes with the oldness, but it's a lot of wisdom that comes with the oldness too. You know, us old people, we're carefree. I've been waiting forever to say that. Us old people. I can't wait till all my hair turn white though. Like one of these days, I'm actually gonna dye it because I think I'm gonna have some slamming ass hair. Cause most bitches' hair is falling out right now. There's a bunch of them that don't have no edges. I have all mine. I have my edges, my kitchen, my crown, all of it. So hopefully, when it starts to go white, I still have all my hair. I'm gonna look so super cute. I'm gonna look Storm. Okay, I'm gonna get my Storm on with my white hair. So what was the next one? I don't even know what number I'm on, but I don't have that many. It's only like a few. What is the capital of Canada? A. Toronto, where Drake asks from. B. Ottawa. Might see some Seattleers. C. Montreal. I think they got like some like expressways, subways, whatever train, whatever the hell that thing is. You guys are wrong. My children are trying to play. Cutting edge, you are correct. It's Ottawa. You're kind of good at this. I may have to accuse you. I may have to accuse you of doing what our good sis Courtney used to do. That heifer used to cheat. Legged, I would think that too if I didn't know. Um, I've been planning to move to Canada since I was like 13. So that's the only reason why I know. But I would have said Toronto too, Legged. We in the United States of America, okay? We don't care. Even though our America is being messed up right now. We wasn't caring about what no goddamn capital or no Canada is. We was not caring. So the next question. Wait a minute. What the heck am I doing? I'm so behind. Hold on, let me look at this again. Oh, I'm so behind, y'all. I'm crossing off answers to other stuff. Glad we moved on. Brought back an embarrassing memory. Glad we had a laugh, though. It's okay, whether the memory is embarrassing, scary, good, it's good that you still have them. You know what I mean? You could think back. Boy, your ass is like 27, 28, whatever, and this happened when you was 21. Boy, cut it out. Cut it out. Next question. How many continents are there in the world? A, 5, B, 6, C, 7. My answer is D, 1. We just got Pangea. It just broke up. So, yeah. Cutting edge, you are correct. It is 7. You're smarty pants, aren't you? Legan, you are correct as well. You guys are doing some smarty stuff, aren't you? I sure hate it. 19. I don't even know if I've been telling you guys the number. Stop it. Which metal is liquid at room temperature? A. Mercury. B. Iron. C. Aluminum. If I were Smarty Pants, I would let that. Yes, because that's the smart thing to do. Cutting Edge said B, and Leggins said A. Well, my legging is correct. It's Mercury. Okay, wait, hold on. I was going to say something to you, Cutting Edge, and I had to remember that you are a baby. You are a youngster. I was going to say, do you remember the thermostat and how you would, change it up and down? There was this little, it looked like a ball, but it's not, it's liquid and it's silver. Yeah, that's mercury. That's mercury. You probably don't even know what I'm even talking about. Please say, yep, I remember it. How you remember it? They have digital thermostats now for you little youngsters, for you bougie children. All you have to do is just walk up to it and press your little buttons. It only shows you blue or green, like the background screen for the writing. It only shows you that, tells you the temperature. They have ones that's extra bougie, and they're not like the blue and green background. They look like a computer screen background, okay? But I seen it, that one too. Where? On like a TV show? Well, a lot of homes down south, they still have those. If you listen closely, it makes a sound too when you move it. I was so scared of that breaking because I found out it was mercury. I was like, I don't want it on me. Sit on YouTube. That's the best place to see stuff like that too. YouTube has everything. Like I came on here, I don't know how I got to where I got to, but I did not know that YouTube has like soft core, like the P word, like the naughty stuff. They have that on here too. I was like, wait a minute, I thought they couldn't show stuff like this on here, but they do. I don't know how I got to it that night, but I did. I was not looking for it. I was looking for something I had asked a medical question, and I was looking to look at, like maybe someone was having surgery or something, and they might have like a clip of it on here, and it took me there, and I was like, ew, nasty. It was odd. Now for our last question, um, which European Union country has the largest population? A. France. B. Italy. C. Germany. I almost choked. Don't you get quiet on me, Leggett. Leggett said A. France. Hold on, you guys. I apologize. I am back. Um, Legan, you said A, France, and Cutting Edge, you said C, Germany. Cutting Edge, you are correct. It is Germany. You did pretty good from the point that you came in. You did really, really good. Megan, you did awesome as well. Where is Bring Me? Hold on. Well, I'm trying to see if I'm going to play music out of here or if I'm just going to end the live. I think my husband needs me to call him back. Um, he's being stupid, and I didn't really understand anything that he was saying. Um, I'm trying to see, do I want to play? Nah, you know what? It's been an hour and a half, so I think I'm good. Thank you guys for joining my live, being here with me on this Friday with another edition of Black Girl Radio. I shall return tomorrow. I'm not sure when. I think I want to do something in the morning. I'll do like a morning live, and then I may not do an evening live. It just all depends on what's happening in the day. No, thank you, Cutting Edge. I appreciate when I have engagement. Yes, your story was golden. I love it when a man can, speak his mind and be honest and truthful. There's so many men who feel uncomfortable doing that. And I feel they should open up more, tell more stories about themselves when they're in a group setting. I think that's an awesome thing. I like hearing stuff about people. You never know, like, what a person has been through or, like, what you can do with a person until you hear them, like, actually talk. You got to be, like, a real talkative person like me. I was voted most talkative my senior year. Said that right. Glad you give your insight as well. Some good advice. Thank you. I'm trying to be godly right now because, for so long I was called a demon. Um, I'm trying to do the Lord's work right now. I'm trying to re- repent and rebrand myself. I'm doing a Candace Owens right now into the original person I was before I got on here and people started irritating me and I had to be mean to them. I'm back to being like a total angel now. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. So, of course, I appreciate everyone. I'll tell you once again and every time you are here in the Lush Lounge, watch your step. You know, make sure that you drive safely. Once you hit those good old YouTube streets, come back and see us sometime. I'm always here. Be lush and truthful, and that you will find solace and peace and happiness. Oh, thank you. I've been searching for those things. Those things ran away from me a few months ago. I've been able to catch up, to their scent. where they went. Hopefully, by the end of this month, I'll have them back in my possession. I've been on some BS lately. At least I can admit that. I think that time is over. Something in my spirit told me not to get that clip that I said I was going to get yesterday. And it was good. My ESP is working overtime. Is it over already? Yes, it is. It is over. You missed it. You missed everything. Thank you for the well wishes and the prayer. You are such a sweet person. Stay that way since, you're so young. Stay that way. You're going to meet people that's going to take advantage of your kindness, your openness, your love. Kick them in the throat. So, yes, everyone have a great night. I love you all. And I'll see you guys on the next live.
I want all your sugar. Give me that cocoa. 'Cause I just can't get enough. Here, cocoa. Baby, don't go before I get some. Give me that sweet